Hello. Hello. Huh? Hi. Hello. Hello. Hi, Kohi. Hi, Jake. I'm playing Minecraft. I wish It's not up yet? Really? Is it longer maintenance today? What the fuck? It's so pretty. Let me in. So, what time is that? What? Oh, it's what, half an hour? UTC 7. Oh, it is, right? Huh? Wait, am I dumb? Huh? Wait, am I stupid? 1.5 hours. No, I googled time in UTC and it says 12 a.m. for me, which I do not think is correct. Okay, it is an hour and a half. Okay. Okay, Google, thank you for lying. So what do... This is awkward. This is awkward. I got my ice cream and everything, and I got soju just in case if I lost my 50-50. Well, I guess I can do my Genshin dailies while we wait. Not me? Okay. I'm losing it. I'm losing my mind, I think. Where's Genshin Impact? Where is she? Genshin. Okay. The soju just increases. Well, it has Sprite and peach juice, so it's not just straight up soju, but like if I lose my 50-50, I'm gonna mourn. Who's on the banner with Cyrene? Hyacine? Cypher? No, Cypher is part 2, right? Let me see, because I don't remember. Banners. It's Hyacine, Castoris, and Tribby, and then part 2 is White Boy, Cypher, and Mighty. The actual good character. Okay, relax. This is my wife we're talking about. Okay, Jesus Christ. Leave her alone. It's not her fault that Xiaoji hates women. Give me that. Hi, Flaming. White boy, kitty, better white boy. In my heart of hearts, what am I doing here? Hello? In my heart of hearts, Mighty is not a white boy. He just has blonde hair.
Ad Astra.
The two best characters from Emphorius are children.
Thank you for completing.
Huh? The only child is Tribby, but Tribby's not even a... Well, her model is a child, but she's like also... Isn't she like 3,000 years old or something? She's like old as fuck. She's the oldest, I'm pretty sure. She's just a girl. But Hyacine's not a child. She's older than you and me. I mean, I feel like that's not hard to do. I mean... Okay, yeah, the good margin is a good clarification. And me, shut the fuck up. remind me, what the fuck is this? Tomatoes last from a few days to a week or more depending on ripeness and storage. Store unripe tomatoes at room temperature on the counter for 1 to 5 days until ripe. Once fully ripe, they can be stored in the refrigerator for another 5 to 7 days, but this can affect texture and flavor. Thanks. Fucking dumbass. You're so stupid. Dude, I can't believe it's another hour and a half for maintenance. I thought I was like, hello, Kohi. Thank you, Kohi. Thanks. Are you done? What are you doing? Oh my god.
This is getting interesting. Someone else.
I hate this. I hate this guy.
A fresh maneuver.
Get back here, bro. I pulled him a Nocturne Manatee full. Well, yes. Makes Herda usable? Like, are you talking baby Herda or big Herda? Because I feel like that's a crazy sentence depending on who you're talking about. Big Herda? Oh, you're insane. You're crazy.
Time to shine.
Who uses small Herda in the big 25? Me!
Hold the line.
This guy's crazy. Oh, I'm cooked. Let me get my chicken out. Wait, that was timing. Maybe I am good at this game. Hi, Regno. Hello. Nocta would be physical enough to support Anoxa and Herda in some situations. I think because my Anoxa is built so well, I've never used him as a support. He'd just be hitting, and then things be dying. I love that for me. Personally. That's not what I want. Oh, I need to go beat up Wolf. I hate Kevin. I hate that guy. Dude, all the people fucking mourning his dumbass getting deleted. Yes. And I'm the only one celebrating. Kind of crazy if you really think about it. Hello. I don't even understand what them. I honestly, I didn't even watch the videos because I'm fucking employed. But apparently, like, I was gonna say not cry. The Emphorius characters were, like, getting deleted or whatever. Like, 1 by 1 or something. And people were like, oh my god, Finon's gonna be gone forever. He's never coming back. Good British! What are you on about? Get down.
Let's cause
Get a job.
Yoo-hoo! Hold the line.
Where's the other one? Hello? Yeah, I don't know. Or was it videos getting like posted? Or was it just people being fucking kill yourself?
Isn't right.
Evil man.
Strike a pose. Allow me. Nice.
I hate this straight couple. As they were getting, oh yeah, it was like their trailers or whatever the fuck were getting deleted. I don't fucking know. I don't care.
To slay our foes with one almighty.
This calls for some pomp and ceremony.
A little emotion.
Good lord, always forgetting your rhymes.
Not that I thought it was stupid, but it's like, I don't know. I don't really fuck with Emporious characters like that, I guess.
Time to shine. Off to the freezer.
Our performance has yet to conclude.
Hi, honey.
I dance for you, my dear.
They really thought we would care. I mean, the people that I thought would care did care.
Stage is yours.
So I guess they reached their target audience or whatever.
Once more.
Wait. Hold the line.
The curtain call has arrived.
Oh. Give me that. Thank you. Is this what I wanted? I think so. I'm preemptively eating my ice cream in case I lose. Elysia. This is fine, right? I desperately need. I'm gonna become CEO of Hoyoverse, yes? And then I'm gonna make them fucking put teleportation waypoints closer to these fuck ass bosses in Mondstadt. Because why do I have to traverse the wilds in the big 25 to get to this fuck ass wolf? Oh, I need it for Sucrose. I need his horn or whatever the fuck. Type shit. Dude, I still can't believe maintenance isn't over for another hour. I'm pissed. Doesn't Hoyoverse believe in daylight savings? I wish I could just send you the mats. I also wish that were a possibility, low-key. But like, at least it's just Andreas. Like, what is he gonna do? Shoot me?
Animal hypostasis emulation. Absorption test. Stand clear.
Observe. Are you quite finished?
He shot me.
Be silent. Night falls.
See? Dude, back in my day. Back in my day, I remember when I used to main Beto, dude, me and this boss were like this. Bro! Now is not the time to be- Bro, I know looks so fucking small next to me.
Being done. Water bomb.
Observe. To dust.
Thank you. That's not what I needed. +1. The owned one is... I don't want to talk about it. Yeah. No, Alex, I'm being dead serious when I say I haven't done weeklies, like weekly bosses. Probably what, since what's her face? Since Arlecchino. If I'm not purposefully farming to level someone's like talents, I'm not doing weeklies. I don't want to do all that. I just work here. I mean, should I? Yes. Because I regret not having Dream Solvent. Will I? I don't know. Maybe now that it's Nogcry and I care. But like, we all know, we know fucking Natlin did irreparable damage to me. I also agree that only being able to do a weekly boss once is stupid. Oh wait, this is what I needed. Who needs the horn? Huh? Huh? No. Who was I thinking of? I miss finding the Shogun boss. I don't. Who the fuck? Guys, am I cute? Oh, who? Hi, Maggie. Hello. Oh. Does the book tell you? Does the book tell you? Where horn? Hello? Am I stupid? Huh? Where is he? Is Andreas not in here? Huh? I went past it? No, I didn't. He's not in here. I lied. Well, yeah. Well, yes. This guy. Because he doesn't have a domain. But it should be here. That's stupid. How am I supposed to know who needs what? Should I do this? Dude, these are so stupid though. A wish. Everyone lock in. Yeah, Meri, Kohi doesn't mod here. Also, enemy's unemployed. No one farming Andreas other than you. Yeah. Yeah, what was I doing? Hold on, I forgot already. Oh, leveling 4-star artifacts? Oh, the way I almost ended stream. You guys would not have seen me ever again. Does anyone... Ew. Why does he have this feather? Oh, that's a good feather. Yeah, you hold on to that for me. Does anyone have 4-star artifacts? Hello? Oh, perfect. What was the thing? Level 8 of them? Hey, I'm blocking that because I like October. Fuck you, bitch. Get over it, white boy. Why is everyone naked? Why is everyone? Oh. I accidentally named the male character from Wonderland UGC girl. What? Because I thought we could change it. Oh. Wait, you can change it, right? Or do you have to pay to change it? Or can you only change it once? Oh, I see. Well. I wanted to name mine just Bear, but it wouldn't let me. Because I'm Bear. And they said no imposters. Does no one else have... Why do I have her on? Whatever, I just work here. Hi, Bibbin! Wait, Bibbin, it's been forever. How are you? I'm surprised. I mean, congrats on not dying. I'm poor. Okay. Did that do anything? Was that anything? This isn't... Okay, maybe it's not worth one wish. Bibbin was not dying. Bibbin was not dying. I don't think. I just haven't seen him in forever. He just been working, I assume, right? You've just... Hi, Brendan! Hmm? It's up. Alt F4. The way I stabbed my ice cream, I'm so sorry. Pink girl, she has a name. That's my wife. Put respect on her. Let me in. She's so pretty. Oh my god. Wait, the immediate go to warp is crazy. It's okay if it's Stell though. I normally also hate Trailblazer slop, but it's okay because it's Stell. Give me free stuff. What's all this? Oh. Can I say something? Can I say something controversial? May I speak? I don't see a point in the weapon skin if no one else can see it. It's boring. That's not what I was gonna say, you basic ass white boy bitch. Shut the fuck up. Anyway. Ow! +1. Hello? Not worth 20k. No, I'm saying. It's definitely not worth it. They should give me a free 20 pull. Leave me alone. I feel like I'm being harassed with all this stuff. Hold on. She's so cute. Wait, you have to pay for the mem hat? You think I'm paying for something that ugly in this economy, bitch? I'm over here struggling to pay bills. You want me to pay for some ugly ass hat? Get it together. She's so little. What the huh? What is that? What is this? Maybe I should have watched the live stream. Huh? Wait, should I speedrun events? My tummy is rumbling. Should I speedrun events to get as many pulls as I can and then pull? Or should I save the events for when I want to pull for Hyacine? You know. Wait, this is new. Hmm? What is this? Get me out of here! Get me out of here! Get me out of here. Get me out of here. Dude, I need to pay that person as soon as possible to fucking max these out for me. Because I'm not doing it. Wait, should I just pull? Does she know I love her? Also, just as a reminder, this is my pity. This is my pity. So we're really starting fresh, you know? The O's is crazy. Relax, okay? It's not that serious. It's not that serious. No, huh? What? There's no, huh? Hell, wait. I'm scared. I'm covering my eyes. I don't want to see. I don't want to see. I'm scared. I'm only looking at chat. Hello, where is my... Someone say something. Let's go. Recto will never lie to me! Oh, hey. Oh, hey. They don't talk to you here? Nah. No. She said, I've said enough. Everyone relax, it's not that serious. Now get her E2 because she's only usable then. Okay. At the end of the second half. At the end of the second half, I'll just keep pulling. Easy. Easy. Hey girl. Wait, does pity carry over onto this one? It do, okay. If this man don't leave me alone. Wait, maybe he's my good luck charm. Perhaps. Perhaps. Wait, I lost count. That was 30. 40. I'm scared. If I stop breathing. Lesbians. Okay, this has to be a good sign because it's lesbians. Yes? Do we agree? Why would a man be there? Why would a man be there? No, because I was literally thinking in my head, if it's well, I'm gonna kill myself. Why are there men? 3 men? 3 men is crazy. Give me that. Two twigs, a lesbian couple, and an old man. No, because is this a fucking pride parade? Like, I don't understand. Where did everyone come from? Okay. Maybe life is worth living. Just a thought. Oh, but I want both of their light cones. Hold on. Can I do another 10 pull at least? Okay. I think I actually have a little bit of pity on the light cones. I think. 30? Okay, 30. Two lesbians? No, it's fine. Trust. If not now, then later. Jake, no one told you to leave. Okay, sit. I had to leave for 5 minutes. Kohi, I can't swipe. This guy gets a job and all of a sudden, he's talking about swiping? I'm gonna rob you. I'm gonna get you. Oh, I want Battle Pass. Look at her. Does she know I love her? Excuse me. Loki, I wanna... What is this? What the fuck is this? I thought this was like a combat event for some reason. No, they really are. They really are. Oh wait, I forgot I get all this free shit later. Yay! I feel drunk from tiredism. I don't think that's how that works. I don't think that's correct. Wasn't there another event or is it gone?
Yet another beautiful verse of poetry.
Low-key, I don't think I have enough stuff to max them
Yet
both out
another
though.
beautiful verse of
I realized
poetry.
that like yesterday when I was like, oh, if I get Cyrene and Hyacine, like I won't have enough like trace stuff.
The next page is blank, so let's write something down together.
Okay. And then I do know Miss Girl does need her light
I
cone
need
though.
more vivid colors to heal this
Because I
world.
was looking for alternatives and I have the remembrance one, but I think I have someone using it. Or the like remembrance like free to play one. I go bed good night,
I need
Kohi.
more vivid colors to heal
Sleep
this world.
well. If you don't rest, I'm gonna find you. No more league. Not
May our
allowed.
journey's end be one without darkness.
Thanks, girl. She loves me or whatever. Oh. Huh? What's that? What was that floppy disk? Hello? Huh? Oh! Auto stack? That's nice. I think. I like that. Actually, I feel like low-key this light cone might be better for Cyrene, maybe? Because doesn't Cyrene need HP? No, I lied. I'm lied and I'm a liar. Wait, this light cone I don't think is even good for Hyacine either. I just saw the HP stat. Because there's only 3 light cones that Hyacine can use. It's her light cone. It's this one. And then it's, this one. But why would I want her to have crit damage? Oh no, she does want crit damage. She do want that. But she only needs like at least fuck. Huh? What's this? She got a playing cards. I'm not reading that. I love her, but I'm a little bit illiterate. She can use this one too. I literally think... Fuck. This one is also better for her. I think. But Cyrene wants... crit rate, I'm pretty sure. No, she wants crit damage. Fuck. So how about them Yankees?
Let's leave our footprints behind, one step at a time. Let's leave our footprints behind, one step at a
Where's
time.
the other big one? Does she only have 2 big ones? Oh, I'm not reading any of this. I don't need to learn how to play her. She's just gonna do. And that's all I can ask.
Let's leave our footprints behind, one step at a time.
Okay, should I max these out first? Yes, I assume. Wait, is she the... Actually, don't answer. I was gonna be like, is she the memo sprite? For herself? Does she get one? I just work here. Dude, I don't like that. What is it? Game 8? They don't foresee the future. So they don't have what stats she needs. They hate me. They hate me. Oh, no, I want this. I think. I assume. I could just read. I could also just do that. Mike. I just realized I haven't leveled Hyacine at all. It's fine. Oh, I had this man holding my stuff. It's like when you're out with your friends and you're like, hey, I have to go to the bathroom, can you hold my drink? I don't have ball or rope for her though. I also don't really have pieces for her though either. Hee 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 hee. Hee 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 hee. Hee 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 hee. Hee hee.
The road ahead is already illuminated by a faint light.
This is the most focused I've been all day.
The road ahead is already illuminated by a faint light.
I'm stupid. It also like low-key bothers me that you can't buy these from the store. You know? Right? I can buy them from the store. Give me that. Can I buy these? And these, even though I don't think I need them? Oh. I can't buy the blue ones? What the fuck? Wait, I didn't look at how much money I had. I'm poor. Oh, I only have 20. How do I get more of these? What is this? Girl, are you being so for real right now? So hey, excuse me. Thank you. Oh, none of these are good, huh? Oh, okay. Sure. I don't think I want this. No. 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 Yeah, so that's bad. Surely. Hold on, where'd my boot go? Where'd my boot go? Huh? No, I really do have to farm in the mines. But I'm scared. Oh. Girl. You know what pisses me off too? Is that defense always rolls so fucking high, bitch. What if I just... I'm too poor for that. Hold on, let me just... Okay. That's one. Now we're cooking. How much HP does she need? I feel like I should focus on HP. I just got her E1 after going like 70 pity. Flaming! I don't care if something good happened to you. It should have happened to me instead. I'm joking. I'm joking. Congratulations. Congrats. Wait, for Hyacine, I assume. Because I feel like no one is pulling for Cyrene unless they also just really, really love Elysia. Which is valid. I don't blame anyone for not pulling for her. He's just like the lads girlies, no for real. He's like, yeah, I know you just pulled 3 5-stars and 125 pulls, but I'm better than you. Cyrene, really? Wait. One of us. But by one of us, I mean one of me. The sirens in the background, if you can hear them, are not for my ice cream, bitch. Oh my god. It's literally just a piece of brownie and like ice cream soup right now. Wait. She needs the fuck. She needs 4,500 HP. I'm about to yoink this from you. Can I get rid of this? I feel like I shouldn't. Can I get rid of this? I feel like I shouldn't do that either. Can I get rid of this? Sure. I think. Okay, and she need rope. What ball she need? The tree? Wait, how much speed does she have? How much speed? Not me opening. How much speed does she need?
Let's have a break.
Do 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 do. I mean, I have to go HP ball anyway, right? But I'm like, is it really worth 4 speed? Okay. Almost. Oh, Mm-mm. Wait. Yeah, okay. I just need, I guess, like 5,000 gajillion speed.
It's
Question mark?
squishy.
And she need ball. But she need, it's like the new set or whatever, right? Isn't there a new ball? Or was I lied to? Hold on. Grandpa needs his medicine.
New adventures, new friends. Great, isn't it?
Ball. Oh, can it make a team for me? Oh, should I? Should I? Or should wait? I mean, goodbye Sunday. That's wrong pink girl. Okay. Fuck it, why not? What's the worst that could happen?
Be careful. There's something unsettling ahead.
Turn over this eternal page.
What the fuck? She built a gazebo? Okay,
Watch
Najita.
this magic trick.
Why don't we for?
Emerge from your
But
cocoon.
she built a house. Okay. Everyone get your pets out. Wait, Anaxa doesn't have a pet though. He must be very embarrassed. Personally, I forgot about my soju. Hey, what happened here? Person. Oh, okay.
May this faint dispel the gloom, restore the skies.
Thank you. And I'll give you what you need. Have it
I-
under control.
I don't think 60k
The
damage was
show
the move.
with this divine power.
I don't think
I
that's-
forge all things.
I don't think that's. Are you done?
May
Jesus.
death protect us. Embrace a new life.
Those are numbers. Yeah, it's definitely a number for sure. Yeah. You know what? I'm gonna give Ika grace. Because Ika hasn't even shown up yet. Ika's like, he's a little bit late to the party. He went to go get boba, so he's taking a little bit, you know.
The way that went.
Thank you. And I'll give you what you need.
Hey, let my girl go. Wait, this is homophobic.
Have some sunshine.
Thank you.
Guys, have
And
some
I'll give you
sunshine.
what you
If you
need.
really think about it. Huh? What's she gonna do?
Endless flowers.
Cyrene needs a lot of ER. I know, I don't have ball or rope on her.
May this faint light
Oh yeah, cause she needs 24 stacks?
the skies.
Oh, what does she think this is? In this economy?
Look, the show with this
Wait,
divine
look, Ika
power.
doubled his numbers. He's on his
Forge
way.
all things.
What a job.
Stars, shine for
Oh,
the
she gonna
heroes.
do something.
Memories waiting to be woken up by a
Where's she
shooting
going?
star.
A wedding ring? Hold on. What the fuck is this?
Spacing out?
Is this a
Or
wedding ring?
Are you looking at me? Remember me with
Huh?
love.
Huh? I thought that was a joke.
May life and death.
Oh, okay.
sprout new buds.
Look,
That's
the
a
show
that's
with this divine power. I reforge
That's a
all
choice.
things.
May this faint dispel the gloom, restore the skies.
I don't like this. Elysia's for the girls and me. I feel like too many men are aware of her right now.
May death protect us.
I don't like this. Bring my wife back.
Embrace a new life.
You know, maybe I should have discovered what she did before I like brought her in here, because I don't really know what she's doing. Wait, she is her own memo sprite. That's crazy. Is it because of a ring?
May death protect us.
Wait, stop. All I see is numbers and explosions. Girl, same.
May life and death.
I don't know what's going on.
Cleanse hatred with love. That won't work, you know.
Have some sunshine.
Look, we're flying.
Huh? What is this? She doing something.
Answer.
Huh? Okay. The thing about the ring is even worse if when you pay for the skin and it's Trailblazer and all. Yeah, no, I hate that. I don't like that at all.
Embrace a new life.
Insanity.
I don't like that.
Don't be rash.
I think maybe that's why I'm more attached to like Elysia and HI3 is because you can't self-insert into HI3 because you're not
No rush.
Kiana type
Emptying
shit.
your mind is a good
You know
way
what I
to live.
mean? Whereas a lot of people like self-insert into
May this faint
HSR.
light dispel the gloom, restore the skies.
Hey, can you stop dying? I'm trying to do damage over here.
That won't work, you know.
This is eternity.
Hey, I want to see it in slow-mo.
Don't blink. There's a surprise.
Why does it want to go to Anoxa? What is the reason? Hold on, let me read up. Never mind.
May life and death sprout new buds.
She's so pretty though. My princess. Best damage? No, I know, but like, she's a lesbian. Oh, I forgot I could.
Only
Oh.
wish that death may protect us.
Like, he's just a man. Like, I love him, that's my wife, but he's just a man, you know?
The future is great.
That won't work, you know. Prepare to awaken the ripples.
It's the answer.
Oh, she's so beautiful. Oh. Oh, I like that. That's a lot of ball. What is that? Wait, that's kind of cute. Who would even use this, though? Should I? Well, these are bad. Well, okay. I'm gonna auto it. And then I'm gonna sit here, I'm gonna stare at you
I
guys.
reforge all things.
May death protect us.
Wait, I just saw in the server that Nico Nico said that like his like drop-off vote thing got lost. I also didn't get like anything in the mail to like pre-vote or drop off.
Insanity.
So may the
That's suspicious.
Embrace a new life.
That's crazy. They don't want my vote.
That kinda hurts.
That's evil.
May death protect us.
Loki, should I not do story today? Should I do it tomorrow? I think I'll do that tomorrow. I think I'll do that.
Dispel the gloom. Restore the skies.
And then I'll just
Flowers bloom for tomorrow.
gearing
To the soul.
today.
Embrace a new life.
With this divine power, I reforge all things.
Do it today so they get all erased. But I won't be able to, like, because I feel like I'll only be able to do an hour and a half of it because I have to end stream at 9:30.
May death protect us.
Because I have not been sleeping
Memories waiting to be woken
lately.
up by a shooting star. Remember me with love. May life and death.
So I feel like it's better if I do like 3 hours tomorrow
Don't blink.
and then 3 hours Thursday
Enlighten the truth.
and then the remainder on Friday.
With this divine power, I reforge all things.
Unless I wait until the 10th or 11th to do it all in one go, but I kind of don't want to wait because people are spoiling shit already for me.
Embrace a new life.
Not like the quest, but like I've seen a lot of things I should not be seeing
That won't work, you know.
today, specifically.
Insanity.
Which reminds me, I want your guys' opinion on this, but especially Alex's,
Protect us.
because that's my wife and I care only about what she says. I saw someone saying, because they were talking about some visions that they were having about
To the soul.
upcoming characters, and they were
This
like,
divine power, I
this
reforge
character, this
all
female
things.
character, is catered so much to gooners that it's at the point where like it's not even like disgusting and it's cunty. Like I don't think that's possible if I'm being honest. Like I've never seen a female character that has been catered so much to like gooners and men and like incels to the point where the catering is so severe that it's cunty.
Control.
Have some sunshine.
But maybe that's just me, I don't know.
Take the answer.
I also just like viscerally hate when shit is like catered to men.
Enlighten the truth. That won't work, you know.
Embrace a new life.
Wait, is that why she built a gazebo? Because it's a fucking wedding venue? Hold on. I'm connecting the dots. And I wish to unconnect
May
them.
death protect us.
Show me the way. Dispel the gloom. Restore the skies. This is eternity.
That won't work, you know.
Embrace a new life.
Ball. That's not great. Ball. Wait. What character is coming after Cyrene? Do we know? Or like drip marketed after Cyrene? Was it just Constance? Constance 3.8. Is that confirmed or are you spreading lies? It was drip marketing. No, I know, but like, you know. You know. But I wasn't sure if there was someone drip marketing in between them. Because, you know, I don't keep up.
Gotta stop them here.
Okay, I want an all pink girl team.
Dispel the gloom. Restore the
I don't ever want to play a man ever again. They just want money from Cyrene and Elysia since I know they'll be broke for 3.8. Ah, that's true, okay.
Embrace a new life.
What is... Did they say, like, what Constance's, path is?
May death protect us.
Oh, it's Nihility, isn't it? She's Fire Nihility?
Embrace a new life. May death protect us.
I kind of want her because her design is cool, but I'm like... Well, like, aspects of her design are cool. I don't really, like, fuck with her outfit, low-key. And I don't really like big hats. But I like her horns and her tail.
for the heroes.
With this divine power, I reforge all things.
Memories
And I like
waiting
her
to be woken up by
hair.
a shooting star. Remember me with love. May life and death sprout new buds.
Yeah.
Don't blink. May reason enlighten the truth.
I saw the visions and she's crazy.
Cleanse hatred with
I was
love.
also seeing visions. Against my will, but I also saw them.
I reforge all things.
But I only saw one vision. Or I only remember one vision. I saw many, but I blocked them out of my memory.
Embrace a new life.
Insanity.
That won't work, you know. Wait, wait.
Fuck! I forgot I need a farm for traces. God damn it. Because Ika's fucking... He's throwing pebbles at them. I need him to throw boulders at them.
Control.
May death protect us.
I mean, I have the juice. What is it called? It's like fuel or whatever. I have a gajillion. I should be fine, I think.
Root here. As you wish. Embrace a new life.
I'm kind of... I was gonna say I'm kind of sad that, Hyacine is not rerunning, but also I'm like really glad she isn't because I do not have funds for her.
I have it under control.
Or at least not rerunning like this patch.
Dispel the gloom. Restore the skies.
I do need to start saving for her
With this
though.
divine power, I reforge all things. Insanity.
Embrace a new life. May death protect us.
Don't blink. May reason enlighten the truth.
She's so pretty!
Soul.
She's so beautiful.
Embrace a new life.
Why does she have a knife floating above her head? Is it the threat of divorce? Hello? Look, I have so much. Wait, I don't have that much juice. I only have 60 juice. I thought I had way more than that.
With this divine power, I reforge all things.
Bro, low-key, they should have freaking saved the like, what's it called?
May death protect us.
What is it called? Like the double drop for relics. They should have saved it for this patch, no? Because I feel like, or sorry, not for relics, but for like planar shit. They should have saved it for this patch. Or like right now. Right here, right now. Because I feel like it's such a pain in the ass to farm.
Dispel the gloom, restore the skies. The way that went.
My princess.
Embrace a new life.
Stars, shine for the heroes.
3,600? That's not enough. I need 3 million, perhaps.
I reforge all things.
May death protect us.
Kinda hurt.
Embrace a new life. May death protect us.
Jake, are you gonna do the story today?
Embrace a new life.
Yeah, okay. Can you let me know how long it is, please?
May death protect us.
Like, if it's a 2-stream thing, if I stream for 3 hours tomorrow and then Thursday. You're okay, thanks.
Have some sunshine.
Thanks, guy.
Memories waiting to be woken up by a shooting star. Remember me with love. May life and death sprout new buds.
No, because why is she getting married?
Enlighten truth.
I'm never gonna get over this. Why is she getting married? Who is she getting married to? I don't like
Reforge all
this.
things.
If it's not May, what's the point?
For the skies.
Honey barbecue
Embrace a
chicken.
new
I want
life.
honey barbecue. No, I want honey chipotle chicken tenders from Chili's. A triple dipper could fix me.
May death protect us.
A triple dipper.
That won't work, you know. The way that went.
Girl, one of my oomfies, one of my like streamer friends,
Embrace a new life.
like disappeared from Twitter for like, I think like a year or two, something like that. And I was like, oh my god, Pookie, I missed you, because they came back and they're like, oh my god, Bear, it's nice to see you're back. Girl, I never left.
Rewrite destruction with me.
I hate to say it, I never left. I have been in these trenches
May death
for
protect us.
12 years at this point. Welcome back, thanks. Thanks so much. I mean, I've been right here this whole time, but
Embrace
know.
a new life.
I'm so itchy. My leg.
May death
Imagine you could hear the sound of me scratching my leg. That'd be crazy. 'Cause my skin's kind of dry right now. You know, like when your skin's really dry and then you scratch it and you sound like fucking paper.
Dispel the gloom. Restore the skies.
Kind of crazy. Don't question mark me.
Embrace a new life.
You know what I mean. Like when your skin is dry and then you scratch and it's loud. No, huh? What do you mean no? I can hear me scratching myself. Huh? +1. Should I just do? Is this not normal? Wait, huh? I'm gonna Google it. I'm Googling, hold on. Is it normal to hear when you scratch? Yes, it is normal to hear a sound when you scratch your leg.
Dispel the gloom. Restore the skies. Have some sunshine.
Embrace a new life.
And then you know how sometimes like Google will give you suggested questions? It says, when I scratch my leg, I feel it in my back.
Protect us.
That's not what I'm experiencing. It doesn't sound like paper. Okay, but I was being dramatic. It doesn't sound like,
Embrace a new life.
but like it's loud, like I can hear it. And it makes me feel like I'm like a paper.
May death protect
In your
us.
back, yeah, let's read what the answer is. It says referred itch. Referred itch or metemphendon.
Kinda hurt.
Okay, girl. Is a phenomenon in which a stimulus applied in one region of the body is felt as an itch or irritation in a different part of the body. Maybe it's like when your arm hair blows in the wind and it feels like a bug is crawling on you.
May death protect us.
You know? Do you ever have like your arm hair like blow gently in the wind and you're like freaking out because you think like a bug is on you?
Stars, shine for the heroes.
No,
With
because
this
I can't rid
divine
of it.
power, I reforge all things.
I'm too lazy for that.
Insanity.
Plus, I got,
Embrace a new life.
I have, what's it called? KP and another skin condition. So I shouldn't be shaving, is what my dermatologist says. But I do it sometimes.
May death protect us.
This sounds like a treat.
Have some sunshine. Dispel the
It's a
gloom.
little treat.
Restore the skies.
KP twins. Yeah, but your skin looks so soft.
Memories waiting to be woken up by a
Not to
shooting
stare at
star.
you creepily, but
Remember
like
me with love.
you're like the most
May
perfect
life
perfect
and
girl I've
death
ever seen. I don't know.
sprout new buds.
Kind of crazy.
Don't blink. May reason enlighten the truth.
Kind of crazy.
Rewrite destruction with me.
With this divine power, I reforge all things.
Hold on, I need to.
Dispel the gloom. Restore the skies.
Embrace a new life.
I want to say something, but I can't. I mean, no. I'm being a little bit evil right now. Like, you know, like, okay. You know when you share a server with people and you block one person, and they're in a conversation with another person, and then it just looks like the person you didn't block is talking to themselves. It's funny. It's just a little bit silly. Anyway, I hope everyone I hate lost their 50/50s. And that whatever character that they were pulling for doesn't exist on their account. Thanks.
Have some sunshine.
Oh my god, AT's VR concert. Do you guys want to watch it with me?
Return to dust.
You guys have to go get your light sticks, okay? And then we can watch the concert in VR.
The way that went. Dispel the gloom. Restore the skies.
They need to give me a skip button in this game. But like for combat. They should let me auto clear.
Don't blink. May reason. Enlighten the truth.
I don't got light stick money. Oh. Just get a flashlight, I guess. Can you give me something good? Who would even use that? I forget. I just want energy. Do I have like a feather thing or something?
Need something? If not, then I'll be leaving.
What's this? I forgot I have to do my freaking frick. My frick. My thing. I have to do Divergent Universe. Blech. What if I... See, I'm saving these though, like, just in case if, like, they put someone real good in there. But, like, who else would they even put in here? Low-key, I want Topaz, but just for dummy. I don't want her. Dude, the fact... I know I already said this, but the fact that, like, regular pulls don't count in here, like, you have to spend real money. It's evil. I know they did it during anniversary for the stupid, like, phone skin thing, but... Wait, do you guys want to place bets on how much you think Brick will spend on this banner? I'm gonna say... I'm gonna say 500. Does he even like her? It doesn't matter if he likes her or not. He pulls for all the women. He didn't even like Tribby. Yeah, he does that incel shit. Hi, Tom! I didn't get her and got him. Oh. No, I'm sorry. I'm sorry for your loss. Yes, he did. No, Jake didn't like Tribby until he was like a weeb, like the day before her banner. He was like, oh my god, she shares a voice actor with blah blah blah. But then I brought that up to him like weeks later, and he was like, I didn't even know who her voice actress was. He wants me to beat his ass. Brick, not me. No, I'm talking about Brick. That's what Brick said. He didn't like her until the day before her banner. And then he was like, oh my god. You said Jake? No, I didn't. Yeah, Jake, you don't have money. Jake. Hey. You're poor like the rest of us, okay? Wait, I don't even wanna farm. Let me just make it. Hey, that's not what I wanted. Oh. Huh? Huh? Since when could I do this? What the hell? What the freak? Okay. I need... No, isn't it... Wait, am I stupid? Is it not energy regen? For her rope? Bitch, it's HP. I'm dumb as fuck. I'm going home. Wait, I love this song. You want me to die? No, that's what I just remembered that. I'm like, oh, she needs stacks. She doesn't need energy. It's Hyacine that needs energy. My daughter. Not my daughter. My other wife. Hey, this isn't going very well. Hey, so this is bad. Hey, so I don't like... Okay, well. Let me re-roll it. How many... Girl. 0! Is nothing easy. Is nothing easy. Ooh! I hate this. I hate it here. Wait, I love this song. Wait, okay, hear me out. 1. And then it's gonna be really good. And then 1. And then it's gonna be really good. Watch this. 8! That's something. That's something. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. What if I went a little bit crazy? Just like a little... She doesn't need crit rate. Right? It's crit damage. Yes? Whatever, girl. I just work here. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. I don't even know if these are good numbers. Wait, let me refresh. Okay. If I check game 8 tomorrow and they're like, actually your Cyrene needs 300% crit damage, 1 speed, and 5 HP, I'm gonna jump. Where's Miss Girl? Why is she all the way down here? Why? Why? Fuck. I forgot I needed these. Fuck. I got these, right? I have like a bunch of these. What is a crepuscular? Don't talk to me like that. You. Oh, I'm in the way with my big ass head. My apologies. 24. 24. Wait, can I max this out? Can I do... Oh, I can only do 24 at a time? What the fuck? So, how about them Yankees, guys?
Endless riddle. Nothing but a boy. Open sesame. Glimpse the
How
unknown.
about them Yankees?
Everything in this world is bleeding.
Endless riddle. Nothing but a boy. Expand your thinking. Watch it grow.
Expand your thinking.
Open sesame. Endless riddle. Nothing but a boy.
Yeah.
With this divine power, I reforge all things.
Expand your thinking. Glimpse the unknown. Endless riddle. Nothing
Why
but
are
a boy.
Gojo and Geto getting married on my timeline?
Open sesame. Watch it grow. Expand your thinking.
Kind of crazy. I wasn't invited to the
Everything in
ceremony.
this world is bleeding.
Kind of crazy.
Open sesame. Endless riddle. Nothing but a boy.
Yeah.
Expand your thinking. Glimpse the unknown.
Everything in this world is bleeding. Yeah.
I don't know if I like this.
Riddle.
Well, I do kind of like it. Like the, what's it called? Being able to do like 5,000 waves at once. But
Open
also,
sesame. Watch it grow.
To the soul.
but also,
With this divine
did you
power,
eat too
I
fast, you
reforge
fool?
all things.
I have to fix. Well, okay.
To the soul.
Wait, Jake, do you actually want me to send you like a picture of what the inside of my Keurig looks like? Because like when I checked it when I went in last night,
With
there
this
wasn't any
divine
like
power,
physical, like
I
visible
reforge all
damage.
things.
It just smelled a little dusty.
Endless riddle. Nothing but a boy.
I was gonna try to trip the thermal thing again today,
Everything
and then
in
give
this
up
world
if that doesn't work.
is bleeding.
No.
Time to
Okay.
cleanse the filth.
Thanks. Well, you offered as if you like knew the secrets, and I said, "Oh, he knows secrets."
Nothing but a boy. Open sesame.
I should just get an electric kettle. Like Keurigs are ass. I'm aware of this. But like she was green and so cute, and she's green. You know.
With this divine power, I reforge all things.
And it's so much faster than waiting for water to.
Nothing but a boy.
The minis are ass. It wasn't. I mean, it wasn't a mini. It was the Supreme. But when I googled last night, apparently, the model that I have specifically, like the Supreme line, has issues with like overheating and shit. So I think that's what happened. Because it's not like it's not receiving power either. Because, and I know this because when I went in last night and I tried tripping the thermostat thingy, I saw electricity. I used a sewing pin and I poked it and I saw, you know, like sometimes when you see electricity and it goes zoop, 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 and it's blue. I saw it
With this divine power,
and I got scared, so I
reforge all
so I
things.
put it back together. No, things really do always just be happening to me.
Open
And
sesame.
I don't understand why.
Glimpse the unknown.
Like, genuinely.
Expand your thinking. Nothing but a point.
Tried replacing the temperature gauge. I haven't tried replacing it because it just happened yesterday. It's the thing. I've only used the Keurig,
Watch it crumble.
like, actually used it twice, and then I tried using it yesterday during stream when I was like, I'm gonna go make a tea. And then I pressed the power button. I pressed the 8-ounce button because I wanted 8 ounces of water for my tea, and then it said, and then it started smelling like burning plastic, so I unplugged it. Wait, that would have been crazy. Imagine if my fucking apartment burnt down on stream and you guys wouldn't even be able to see because I'm a VTuber.
I reforge all things.
Sorry for your lack of content. And I don't even have a smoke detector in my room. I also forgot about that. So like we really would have been cooked. So
Everything in this world
next time my apartment almost burns down, I'll make sure to put a camera on so you guys can see.
To the soul. With this divine power, I reforge.
Cause like wouldn't it be kind of like confusing if you guys can't see what's going on?
Nothing but a point.
You know? If you're like, what's that crackling sound? And then
everything in this
it's my
world
apartment burning down, but you can't see it because I'm a VTuber.
Be of your body and mind.
Expand your thinking. Glimpse the unknown.
Bro, it would really suck if my apartment burnt down.
Watch it crumble. Endless.
Because I'm thinking about all my stuff. Like, I can't carry my pooter and my desk and my monitors and my switch and my dress form and my 3 sewing machines all in like 2 hands. That's a lot.
Open sesame.
Just very inconvenient for me, you know?
Everything in this world is
Maybe I should just throw it out, actually.
Expand your thinking. Endless riddle.
I just don't want to like throw it out if there's a chance I could fix it, you know?
yeah.
Just build it on Minecraft. You're so right. That's why you have insurance?
Open sesame.
Insurance for what? My apartment?
Watch it crumble.
I don't have that. I don't have
Everything in
insurance on
this
anything.
world is bleeding.
Just my life.
Yeah.
With this divine power, I reforge
Just,
all
just
things.
my life.
Endless riddle. Nothing but a point.
Type shit. If it happens, give me a call. I'll be there. I don't. See, I don't think you could make it before my apartment burned down though. Unless I just tell this fire to like slow down a little bit. You know?
Expand your thinking.
Just be like, hey girl. Relax. Jake would make it worse. Yeah. He'd do like, I don't know. He'd start like making bird noises at it or something, I don't know.
Existence is unity. All will be swept away by the wind.
Time to cleanse the filth. Everything in this world is bleeding.
Not him dropped on me. He'd just blow it up. Yeah. He'd throw like hot oil on it. And he'd be like, I fixed it. And it just would spread so fast. They just ignore. I mean, I also ignore my fire. Actually, I would say I ignore my fire alarm. But when I was living back at the house, I just unplugged my fire alarm. Because it kept beeping. And I said, I'm trying to sleep.
Dream vanished.
We just have the one fire alarm in our apartment, though. 1? 2? I think we have 2. But they're both, like, in the living room / kitchen. every 30 seconds or so. No, it like go off randomly.
Everything in this world.
And then it would freak out my baby brother. So I think we had like 6 fire alarms upstairs, and we had to take the batteries out of all of them because the sound would like make my baby brother freak out. I think it was like something with the AC was like fucking it up because one of them started leaking water, and I said that's not how that works.
Existence is unity. All will be swept
Oh,
away
I
by the
was
wind.
saying I've only used the Keurig twice, and it was back at the house. And I had it plugged into my room. And I used it once successfully, and then the second time I was gonna use it, like I got up to go use it, and then we lost electricity in my room. Like right as I like opened the thing, you know, like the bloop, and then you put the pod in there, I opened it, and then I think like something with the electricity going out like fucked it up.
Until everything burns to ashes.
It shouldn't do that. The power going out? It's because me and my sister shared like a breaker or something, and she would never turn her PC off. Like she would leave all her electronics like plugged in and on. Don't ask me why. And it was just like too much shit plugged in, I think. I don't know, girl. I'm not an electrician. I just work here. Should I use more energy? Y'all, yeah, she used, I say we, it wasn't me. Because I very rarely had things on and plugged in. But she would trip the breaker a lot all the time. No, it would always just be me and my room and her room.
With this divine power,
Because the only thing I would have like on consistently was like my ceiling fan, and then like my computer if I was on it.
Nothing but a boy.
And it would only ever happen, like the power outage in our rooms would only ever happen when she was home from college.
Is bleeding.
But yeah, no, it was tripping the breaker because I'd always have to go out to fix it.
insanity.
I knew that panel like the back of my hand, except not really. I only knew where our room was.
Endless riddles. Nothing but a boy. Expand your fingers. Watch it crumble. Open
shit.
sesame.
Is your sister running a
This
bakery
divine
or what?
power,
I don't know where she
all
does.
things.
Actually, wait, yes. We do have a sourdough starter in our fridge right now.
Everything in this world.
I don't remember the name that she gave it, though. I feel like it's a man, though.
With this divine
I don't
power,
remember.
I reforge all things.
Endless riddles. Nothing but a boy.
To the soul.
Expand your thinking. Glimpse the unknown.
With this
Oh.
divine power,
I was
reforge
trying to
all
figure out.
things.
Hold on, let me look at my thing that I said of the things I was gonna do
To the soul.
this month. Oh, Thanksgiving is Variety Week.
Nothing but a boy.
You guys have plans for Thanksgiving?
With this divine power, I reforge all things.
Which one of you has a happy family? Quickly. Which one of you does not come from a broken home?
Open sesame.
Is Loki me? Oh my god.
Endless.
Wait,
Nothing but a boy.
new plan. I cancel stream and then me and you watch anime all day.
Insanity. With this divine
Wait, you said you
power,
do have a
I
happy
reforge
family.
all
Fuck.
things.
That's awkward. Cause I'm gonna be alone.
To the sword. With this divine power.
Oh, I
reforge
meant
all
just me and my
things.
wife, Rekno. That's awkward. That's awkward.
Expand your thinking. Glimpse the unknown. Open
That's
sesame.
awkward. I was inviting my wife out on a date, guys.
Nothing but a boy.
No, I mean I will
Everything
stream.
in this world is bleeding.
Actually, I need to pick out what freaking variety games because I know I put
Yeah.
I put like
Expand your thinking.
some on there. But like, what if I don't want to play a date with death?
Open sesame.
And I feel like Detroit Become Human for like Thanksgiving is kind of crazy.
Endless riddle. Nothing but a boy.
Loki, I do want to play the new Pokemon game as well. I don't have it. Rekno has a girlfriend? What the fuck? I'm stealing her from you, actually.
With this divine power.
My girlfriend now.
Reforge all things.
Yeah, Legends ZA. Because the outfits are cute. I just like the character customization.
Is bleeding.
But I don't have it. And I also cannot stream from my Switch yet. I have to get a new capture card, I think. Because I tried using my internal and it was like, I think I don't have a my PSU doesn't have enough like power to sustain everything. So I couldn't use my internal. I've heard some less than positive things about it. I haven't heard anything about it other than that the outfits and customization are cute.
Nothing but a boy.
Switch to trust. That's what my sister said. She was like, "Oh, you can use my Switch because you got the Switch too." And I was like, "Okay, but I'm gonna have to like hook it up to my PC to
This
stream,
divine power.
which
I reforge all
I would still need a new
things.
capture card for. But also,
Open sesame.
okay,
Endless riddle.
as you should.
Nothing but a boy.
I am debating between, like when I get my tax return, I'm still debating between getting a Switch 2 or getting a Steam Deck. Mostly because I want to be able to play Fields of Mystria in bed. And like play modded Stardew Valley in bed. But I know the new Pokemon game I can play on my Switch as it is. Wait, I don't know what this is. Wait, huh? Wait, what is this? Am I dumb? Is this gacha? Steam Deck? Yeah. That's what I'm thinking. I wanted the white one, but they don't sell it anymore. I don't like that. That's bad. How do I get rid of this? Get out. This is bad. These are bad. What is this? What am I doing right now? I don't know. What is this? Relic rating B? Okay, so why would you give that to me? What's wrong with you? What am I looking at? No, where's the insane relics? No, I'm saying. What am I looking at? Huh? I don't think she needs speed boots. Low-key, I don't trust like the buildy stuff in this, in HSR. Oh, I chose the wrong boot. What am I looking at? Jake, I'm not reading what you're saying. I'm busy right now. Oh, it like levels them. Oh, I see. Okay, why are they bad? Like, why are they bad? Like, why do they suck? Whatever, I'm leaving. The fuck? The fuck was that? I don't like that. Whatever that was a waste of everything. I don't even... CSS is beating my ass. Yeah, it do that. CSS is not very nice. There's a reason why sometimes I pretend she doesn't exist. Okay, this is all I need.
Cyrene, how about a soothing glass of goat milk floral tea?
I need a pink girl team. Pink girls only. Bitch, if I had Evernight, bitch. I'm stupid. Why are there a severe lack of pink girls? You're purple.
May I hug you?
Yeah.
Thank you.
No, I really should have
so
pulled
gentle.
Evernight. When she reruns Trust. And then she reruns tomorrow. They're like, surprise! Surprise! Evernight banner today only! Just tell me to die, why don't you?
If we get into a tight spot, we'll need Cindy's
This is a
help.
team. She's so pretty. I thought she didn't have shoes for a second. Oh my god. But why is she getting married? And who is she getting married to? Her earrings are really cute. Why are you getting married? You don't need to do that. A baby.
This story deserves a perfect ending.
Come back.
Don't you think?
Why are you getting married? You should be in the club. You should be in the club. Taking shots. Why is she obsessed with perfect endings? Because she only has bad ones. True. She said, I've seen it. Oh, I'm rich. What the fuck is this? A hairpin? I'm gonna wear it. I only get 40. There's no way I only get 40 jades from this. Do you want me to die? There's no way. See, instead of her dying 33 million times, Finon should have just died 66 million times. And then everything literally would have been fine. So maybe he should just die more often. Huh? That's me. What am I looking at? That's a ugly ass cat cake. Who is this? Who's that ugly person? Who is this? I don't need to read. I know what I'm doing. Oh, this is like horse racing. Like Toji used to do. Okay. Fushuan cake. No, this one. The green one. The ugly one. Bro, look at that loser in the back. Look at this guy. fucking Brick. That was Brick when we had all those plans in LA and then he fucking slept all day. Fuck that guy. I hope he dies. I don't hope he dies. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to say that. I was just so full of passion. You know how it be. No, because it really pissed me off. No, because they woke up like at what? Like 10 or something? And I was like, okay, that's not bad. Like, we can go. And then he and Nico just go back to sleep for another fucking, like, what? 4 hours? They want me to die, actually. I hate men. Nico sleeping with his leg up was insane. No, because why was he doing that? I'm wailing for the mem hat. You're sick in the head. You're crazy for that. Wait, I can use emotes. Hello? Oh, this is like marbles. Wait, I should have bet on this one. I'm stupid. Oh, you're cheating. I can cheat too. I'm taking notes. Wait, that's how Brandon plays Valorant. That's great. See, cheating is okay as long as I win. Yeah. I love cheating. Yeah, it's okay. I support it. Just as long as, like, I'm winning. Like, if it's at the detriment to me, I would be very upset. But, like, if I'm winning, it's okay. Huh? Are you anxious? What's going on? I don't need to read. I've never read a day in my life. Wake up. Oh my god, I missed. Wake up. Why? Am I dumb? What is this? Huh? What's going on here? Can I get my jades, please? Can I win, perhaps? Plus 10? That's crazy. They hate me. Oh. Wait, how? Oh. Wait, this isn't worth. I don't want to do this. I take it back. What if I just... Wait. How many pulls did I... Was it 40? On the weapon banner? No. Literally? Not even close. Okay. Okay. I just Actually, I don't even know what my pity on standard is. I think it's like non-existent low-key though. Oh. Oh. Well. 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 Oh wait, did I want more speed? Or is it fine? Fine. Do 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 do. Her hair's so pretty. Low key, I don't like the rainbow on her hair though. Oh.
Time flows on, but memories will never
Low
fade
key, I
into
don't like the
oblivion.
rainbow in her hair. Why could they do that? Is it for gay rights, perhaps? Also, low key, I don't really fuck with her dress either. Cause like, you know, like you can tell when like wedding dresses are like designed by men versus like designed by women. You know how you can always tell? That's what I feel like happened here. A man designed her outfit, and that's why it's bad. Or I mean, it's not. No. I was trying to find it. I was trying to find something. Like, does she have a bow at least? She doesn't even have a bow? Girl, you gotta be shitting me.
This story deserves a
Her head,
ending. Don't you think?
her earring is cute. Xiaoji probably had input. No, that's exactly what I was thinking. That's exactly what I was thinking. It's like, oh, like Xiaoji designed this. Actually, the like veil is pretty, and the like train is pretty because it kind of looks like wings. But like, I don't know. I feel like it looks better in art than it does like in game, like her outfit. Itty Pitty, no Cyrene on guarantee. She hates you. You know why? You know why. I'm not even gonna say it. You know why. You think... You know why. Wait, do you not have Castorise? Why did I think you had her? That's crazy. Couldn't be me. Hi, babies. They don't got nothing on this spaceship. What the fuck? It's time. Goodbye. We're not social settings. My eye itchy. Oh my god. Wait, what if I just... No. No. No, no, no. This is fine. This is fine. This is fine. Owie. Waluigi. Wait, no, I was looking. What is this? Ugly ass hat. Wait, I want this. Oh, it's... Oh! 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 I can't believe we get fucking cosmetics before fucking Genshin, bro. Crazy. Oh wait, I should... ZZ did it before both. That is true, yeah. But like ZZZ... I feel like ZZZ devs actually like care about their players.
Turn over this eternal page.
You know? Well, okay, but like, they care more than fucking Genshin devs.
Guide with the Rainbow Bridge.
Really? I feel like... No, the bar is in hell. I agree. The bar is in hell. Oh... Bitch, I really should have pulled Evernight. It's like being in hype. No, for real. No, you're right. Dude, I should have pulled for Evernight. Look at this team. Oh.
Let's go on a swing. Stars.
Or SM. Yeah.
Not thinking of running, are you?
I didn't even do her trial.
Just close your eyes.
Minus 20.
The night will soon fall. Good night. Make sure you have fun.
Wait, did I want to... Whatever.
Until we meet again, everyone.
I just work here.
Dispel the gloom. Destroy the skies.
JYP game. No, I usually don't watch JYP stuff. I actually... I'm trying to think.
Have some sunshine.
My relationship with JYP groups is like kind of complicated. Because very often I'll like the music from JYP groups, but I won't usually like the groups enough to like keep up with them.
Have some fun.
Or like care about like all the members. I think the only groups from JYP that I keep up with are Stray Kids and
Waiting to
Twice.
be woken up by a shooting star. Remember me with love.
But I do know all the groups like in JYP tend to be like
May life and
close with each other, like boy groups and girl groups. Because I think that's like an important, it's like a core value, I guess, like within JYP is for like their idols to get along
May time
well and
watch
like
over
be
the
friends.
Evernight. Cleanse hatred with love.
You know?
Dispel the gloom. Restore the skies.
Embrace a new life.
Okay, but like, okay, you, like, publicly. You know what I mean, like... You know what I mean. Publicly. Privately is a different story.
Root here.
Behind the scenes is a different story, but they, like, you know...
Again.
I also, like, don't really like JYP because they don't have a marketing department and it drives me crazy. Because, like, how are you... Or how are you, like, one of the big three and you don't have a fucking marketing department? And I get, like, this is info from someone I know that worked at JYP. Is that they don't have a marketing department because they think it's a waste of money.
Emerge from your cocoon.
It's crazy. It's like, I don't know. It's just wild to me. Because, like, you think a company that big would at least have, like, a small marketing team, if that, but... Because, like, I know KQ doesn't have a marketing department, but that's because they have 40 staff, and a majority of that staff is, like, idol managers. And, like, producers.
Be careful.
And it's some small company, though, to be fair. But, like, you know. What does JYP even do?
Bloom.
If not market? Take money. Be greedy.
May death protect us.
Why is Kira Pepe W'ing? What's wrong with you? Wait, can you rewatch all the cutscenes? Or just
Dead return!
Amphoria's cutscenes? KQ isn't broken anymore, they should invest more? I mean, no, they're definitely not broke for sure.
I choose you.
But
Receive divinity.
Root here.
knowing what I know now that I know people that like work there, or like at least work with them,
Return to dust.
aware. Aware.
May death protect us.
No, I know. Like, they have money. But also, there's an imbalance going on among certain people. But I think that was part of like contract negotiation with ATs this time around. Because fucking KQ is actually doing legal shit now with like people being like sasaengs and like doing out of pocket shit. So I am assuming contract negotiations went well. shit.
It's all yours. Endless riddles. Nothing but a boy. Time to twirl. Expand your thinking. Watch it crumble.
Time to mix things up.
No, not your circus, not your monkeys. But it is my circus and my monkeys. My circus, my monkeys.
Away we go. Open sesame.
You ever watch any cutscene? Bitch.
Endless riddles. Nothing but
Fucking
a boy.
about time. In Genshin, when? Literally never.
Expand your thinking.
The one place I need it, and it's fucking non-existent. Oh, I hate. I'm full of hatred. Wait, that reminds me. I need to double check something. Hold on. Because if this hasn't been. Oh, okay. Okay. Oh my god! Get me out. That's not fair. You can't hit a beautiful girl. Bitch. Gotta dig through. Oh, is it not like HI3 where you can select chapters or whatever? But I also feel like cutscenes in HSR are longer than HI3.
Embrace a new life.
Weird. Whatever. At least it's there, I
May death
guess.
protect us. Root here.
Enjoying yourself?
Oh, I need to check. I forgot to upload the VOD last night.
All will be
And I
swept
tried
away
doing
by
it.
the wind.
It's at 0%. I tried doing it before stream.
anything.
You gotta pick which place, which act, and find it. Oh. Weird.
Embrace a new life.
At least it's there, I guess.
May death protect us. As you wish.
Have some sunshine.
Wait. Plus 80.
Embrace a new
That's
life.
still not enough for another pull, though, is it?
Dispel the gloom.
Right?
Restored skies.
240 minus 160 is 80. It is, I think.
May death protect us.
I'm back to being a single pull Sally. I can't save anymore. I have got to pull.
Root here.
Show me the way.
Jake,
Embrace
just
a
get
new life.
Casterise. And then if you really want Cyrene, just get her at the end of
May death protect us.
3.7. You know? You know? Wait, you guys can't see it because Spotify's 154. $154 is crazy. Oh, wait, I want to see. Oh, wrong button. What's your phone case? Wait, it's cute. It has a bow on the camera. She's just a girl. I'm playing Tears of Thumbs again. I figured you were because I saw you retweet. I saw you retweet the Marius. And I was like, oh, I see what's happening here. I was like, oh, I see. No, I don't blame you. I understand because I saw the art and I was gonna send it to you because I was like, oh my god, he's so fine. And then I saw it was you that retweeted it. But yeah, no, a pull being 180, and the fact that they're so stingy with like farming pulls in Tears of Themis is, it drives me crazy. She's so beautiful. What if I died? He was in a maid outfit? Wait, maybe I didn't see the art then. Maybe I didn't see it. Huh. What is this? What am I looking at? I don't like this. Get me out of here. There were two. Oh, wait, Luke was in a maid outfit? Share, please. That's my man. I may not play anymore, but it's because I literally cannot handle it. What is this? Is this an avocado? Girl, that's an avocado. Hold on. Let me just get 10 jades really quick.
What a full day. A good night's sleep is basically guaranteed.
She's so baby. Hello. What am I? Are any of you an arbitrator? Are you an arbitrator? This guy's an arbitrator. Hey, girl. He looks so stupid. He looks so stupid. That's my boyfriend. I love him. He's perfect to me. I love that guy. Hey, so I broke your shit. He looks so dumb. I love him. He looks so goofy. But his little fangs are out. Sometimes I really do miss playing Tears of Themis, but I'm like, I can't. Like, it's so, they're so stingy. I don't know what it is. I mean, I know what it is. It's capitalism and gotcha and greed. That make, like, dating sims so, like, stingy. Or not dating sims, but, like, you know. Games like Tears of Themis and, the bear paradox, that's me. That's me. That's me. Hey. Relax. You guys are being loosey-goosey right now. Skimming through story because that's the only way to get pulls. Yeah. I used to, like, really care about the story, and then I got to the case with, like, the kid or whatever in that mansion, and then I said, I don't care. And then I couldn't pull for the... And then I couldn't pull for, Firefighter Luke, that card, and then I gave up. I uninstalled, like, I think that day. Okay. 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 I tried a shiny object syndrome with Cyrene and it didn't work. I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means. Well, this keeps yelling at me because of the... Leave me alone. Leave me alone. Leave me... Gimme. Okay, leave me alone. Why does it want me to... Whatever, bitch. My code? is gum. Gum. From TXT It Boy Yeonjun. True. Love that guy. You're welcome, Pookie. Anytime. Okay. I still don't understand what this is. But it's not yelling at me anymore, so I don't care. I'm free. Monkey. Oh my god. Monkey. What do I need for monkey? Anything. Anything is fine. I hate monkey. Monkey D. Luffy, that's my goat. Stupid ass monkeys from this game though were the worst thing they could have ever done. I'll say it. I'll be the one. I'll speak the truth. What is... Does any of this even matter? I'm gonna be so for real. I never even read these. I just go with whichever one is new. Like whichever one I've never seen before. But you don't even get like Jade's. Why did it sound like she's like, fuck, light's coming in. She's just a little bit sleepy. You know how it is.
Firefly Type 4. Activate.
Oh. It's nothing easy. Oh, my Firefly. I still need to get her outfit. I keep forgetting about it. One day. One day.
All will be swept away by the wind.
Let us dance once more.
I want to be rich. Dude, you know who I'll never understand how they always have such lucky pulls is Ruby.
Full of supplies.
I don't know if anyone else like watches Ruby or follows Ruby like on socials. I don't understand how she's consistently pulling like doubles and triples almost like every banner. That needs to be me. That should be me. Okay. Who Ruby, the VTuber, she's like a, I think she's like a leech or something. Hold on. I'll pull up her tweet there. Never mind. Miss Girl. Ruby. She always pulls like doubles and triples, like literally every banner multiple times. Yeah. I don't get it. whatever streamer luck that is that she has. I want it.
Danger.
No, it's never like, well, actually, it is on her account, but most of the time it's on like viewer, because she does viewer polls as well. But like, at Hoyoverse, what about me? What about me? What about how I feel?
Sound lingers.
Firefly Type 4. Activate.
Eternal.
Girl, what are you? Okay. Yeah, no, her luck's always like insane. Hello? Why is she backwards? Echo! Thank you for the raid! What the heck? Welcome, raiders! Hello, hello! I'm Bear, nice to meet you! I don't know how to introduce myself. I hope you had a fun stream, though. Did you do polls? Did you have a good time? Perhaps even? Perhaps? Perhaps the best time? Even? We did? Wait, really? Let me know. I want to know everything. What happened? I'm nosy. I would like to know everything that happened. Thank you so much. We lost our 50-50 thing got E1 Tribby. Oh! I don't know what E1 Tribby does, but I know she's good. Because I wanted E1 Tribby at one point. Congratulations. Well, sorry for losing your 50-50, but also congratulations. Congrats. I gotta either but chat told me to get her, honestly. Yeah, it'd be like that. It'd be like that sometimes. I just listen.
Everything in this world.
Someone's like, you need E2 of this character? I'm like, okay, say less. You need C3? Okay. Well, you never need C3 actually. C3 is crazy. But like, you know, it'd be like that. I'm a new player. Oh, I see, I see. Well, I hope you have fun. I hope it's the best time of your life playing Honkai Star Rail. I've been playing since launch, so I'm old and crusty. And I still don't know what's going on, but I do that on purpose. What is going on? Hello? I do that on purpose, because I feel like if I knew, like, meta and stuff, I'd get too invested and then I'd want to swipe all the time. I just pull characters I like. And it's so much simpler that way. Hello? I'm loving it so far. I'm glad. I'm glad.
Existence is unity.
Hey, so I didn't notice everyone at is like
Be of your
life
body
support
and mind.
level of HP.
Time to cleanse the filth.
That's great. I love that for me.
The truth burns everything in
I
this
got Tribby
world.
for my Inoxity gold. I see, I see. She do that. She is just a girl after all.
Join the battle.
She is just a girl. Wait, what is it?
Like fireflies to a flame.
Am I tripping? Why do the arrows look like that?
Burns to
What mode are you doing? Just like regular Divergent Universe. Just to get it off. Because it's off my thing, my alert thing, because it was yelling at me.
I will claim
And it was
victory for
bothering me.
myself. Seas of praise.
It was bothering me. The weekly, yeah. Just normal Divergent Universe. I don't want to read, I just want to do. No. Sure. Equation? Sure. Whatever. I just work here. Oh, Echo! Thank you for the follow. What the heck? That's so kind of you. Thank you. I'm stupid. I don't have any destruction thing. It's fine. Surely. What the? Hello. Thank you for the 100 bits. Sorry, I said that so aggressively. My bad. I'm very grateful, but also it wasn't necessary, but I appreciate it. What the heck? That's so nice. I'll cherish them forever. I'll keep them safe.
Sound lingers.
Actually, I don't even need to do that. I can just do this. And then it's fine. Yeah. Oh, wait.
Oh.
No, it's fine.
In position.
This is fine.
profanity.
Wait. Huh. Wait, why did the sound alert pop in so late? That was crazy. It jump scared me. I was like, who's this man speaking in my ear? Kinda crazy. I forgot I had sound alert set up. Actually, I don't even know if it worked. Because I don't know if I've ever fixed the... what's it called? The audio for it. What the heck? Thank you. Thanks, guys. I appreciate it. Let me in, please. Oh, okay. I really thought it would be more than just one. This is fine. That's fine. That's fine. I just realized I can get a second E6 5-star. Okay, whale. Who are you even talking about? Whomst? How? Huh? Who do you have it? Who do you have that for? As I know your Acheron is E6, but who else? What the hell? Who do you think? I don't know. I just work here. Dude, wait, Jake, how am I supposed to know if I thought you had Castories this whole time? Huh? Gimme. Acheron. You already have her at E6, don't you? Oh, Himeko. I thought you... Okay, when you say that, I'm thinking you're talking about like a limited character. Not a standard. Standards... Oh. I think my Himeko's also at E5. Because there was a period of time where I was constantly losing my 50-50s to her. Jeez! I'm poor. She is limited.
Initiate cleanup.
Anyway.
Like fire until everything burns to
This
ashes.
guy.
Set the seas
This guy. Dude, I want to try... pulling for the new Elysia and HI3, but low-key, I don't have enough space on my PC to reinstall it.
Firefly Type 4 sets the seas ablaze!
But the new Elysia is so pretty.
Fight to live!
Because I know by now I'd have like the returnee thing, but I don't think I had any pulls when I stopped playing. Oh. I don't even know if her her banner's not over. It shouldn't be. As I saw people pulling for her like yesterday. I think. Can I get something new perhaps? No, okay, that's fine. That's fine. That's okay. Jake has just started playing Honkai Star Rail. I'm watching you.
Sound lingers.
Not yet time to return.
Incense ascends in danger ahead.
Watching.
Existence is unity.
Relax, it's not that deep.
Target sighted. All units on alert. Detonate.
Wait, my energy.
Have we met?
You
Unite
little
our
rat.
goals. There's more to life. Every petal in life's garden.
All will be swept away
Oh.
by the wind.
No, this is fine.
Dreams of a path.
What?
Let us dance once more.
Like fireflies until
Right?
everything burns to ashes! This sets the seas ablaze! Firefly
Surely.
Type 4 in position. Fight to live! Set the seas ablaze!
Honestly, I don't really know what goes on here with this
May
boss.
the foul stench dissipate quickly. Be of your body and mind.
I just work
Burns
here.
everything in this world.
I just hit and then it dies.
Yeah.
Relax. Relax.
Fight to live!
Relax. Relax. It's okay.
No holding back. Clouds scattered.
Relax. Oh my god. It's fine.
Recalibrating.
There's more to life. Existence is unity.
Time to cleanse the filth. The truth
This
burns
is
everything in this world.
It's fine.
It's bleeding. Set the seas ablaze! The truth for everything in this world. It's
Low-key,
bleeding.
I miss when break effect was meta.
Firefly Type 4 in position.
Not that it changes anything for me, because I still use break effect teams, but like, I miss my wife.
Every victory is hard won.
I miss my wife.
What a full day. A good
Trust.
night's sleep is
I don't
basically
trust you.
guaranteed.
Like 2 weeks before Cyrene's banner, you were like, Cyrene's so good. And you enjoy lying to me? +2. Wait, wrong one. If I believe hard enough. Wait, maybe I like used all my luck actually, low key. Earlier. +1. Mother. I feel like today's a good day. Poll-wise. You know? Okay. That's before they took out the knives to chop her up like Gordon Ramsay. Who? Huh? What are you yapping about? I don't know what that means. Mother? Huh? If you're Cyrene's kid, oh, I thought you were talking about the new video with like Elio or whatever, which I still haven't watched. I know Firefly's in it. I'm so bad at watching things. Oh, you guys can't see. It's funny number. Well, it's that time. Yes, I finished 3.6 last stream. No, not last stream, sorry, on Sunday. Yes. Yes. I did do that. We can watch it. Oh, I don't really want to watch it. See, about that is that like I kind of have to go, but it's cool. But yeah, but I can like watch it by myself. You know? You know? You know? It's 5 minutes. I miss him already. I'm right here. I'm literally not even gone yet. This guy. Okay. Goodbye. I'm going to bed. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Tomorrow we start 3.7 quest. And then hopefully I get through like half of it. And then we do the other half on Thursday. And then on Friday we do Genshin World quests. And then, damn, bye. Jesus. Okay. I'll see